We're in a moment of technological acceleration unlike anything the world has seen before. 5 years from now, life will look radically different, and the shift is already underway. I'm Rachel Wilkins, and this is The Good News Is, a show about what's next and how to meet it with curiosity. Each week, I'll talk with the thinkers and builders that are shaping the future, from the evolution of money to digital land, on-chain fashion, and even space travel. Let's get into it. On today's episode, I'm joined by Farokh, media pioneer, community builder, and the first crypto founder to interview a sitting US president. All right, this is awesome because this man right here, Mr. Farokh, is always in the hot seat interviewing other people. So yesterday I was like, let's just get you in the hot seat for 5 minutes because you've had a wild 12 months. My gosh. Well, first of all, you've had a wild couple of years just with what you've managed to build in this space. But just to recap, so in the last 3 to 4 months, interviewed the now sitting president of the United States, started a prediction model company, grew this humongous brand. How are you feeling in this moment?
I'm exhausted. Yeah. It's been a wild 30 years, man. No, but it's, I'm good. Honestly, fantastic. Feeling amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah. And just to kind of give people a little bit of recap on kind of your story, how did you even come into the crypto space? How did that happen?
I was always crypto curious. I made my first Bitcoin wallet in 2012, never bought it. Damn it. That's why I'm poor. Then 2015, everybody told me about Ethereum, didn't buy it. Damn it. And in 2020, I'm like, wait, I probably should pay attention to this. This is there's something happening, but still didn't grasp on it. And it's not until NFTs that I really was like, whoa, because NFTs was really an eye-opener for everyone, right? I think NFT was arguably like the biggest mass onboarding event for crypto.
What was it about NFTs?
The community aspect of it, because I've been building communities on social platforms for 15 years now. So I've been doing the thing forever. But NFTs, I really understood the power of community, and then with art, it made sense, right? Because art on blockchain, provenance, yada, yada, yada. So it makes sense. So one thing led to another, and I just went all in. So that's really how I really got into crypto.
That's awesome. I love what you said about NFTs, because one of the things that we were just talking about in another interview was NFTs are not the end of the sale, right? It's actually the beginning of the relationship with the person, whether it's a collector or whatever. It's the start of almost a relationship with those people. And just with what you've built with Rug, how big are those communities? They're pretty huge.
I mean, Rug Radio itself, it's 15,000 holders.
That's wild.
But Myriad, Decrypt is 50 million readers a year, 50 million visits, 20 million uniques. And Myriad right now, I think we have 50,000 plus on-chain point holders.
That's crazy.
And it's only been, a month?
That is
wild. 2 months maybe, but it's gonna be over 1 million by the end of the year.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So anybody who's out there and they're looking at there's been a lot of FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt around crypto by traditional media outlets for several years. We've had a bit of a PR crisis, let's face it.
Yeah, always.
But for somebody who's watching it and has perhaps these fears that are coming up, I think you're such a good example of somebody who was just a hustler, a businessman, somebody who wanted to build community, wanted to build impactful tools. What would your message be to those folks?
Yeah, don't listen to the FUD. That's just bullshit noise. There's always FUD, whether it's China FUD, Tether FUD, this FUD, that FUD. It's so stupid, right? You just gotta, close out the noise. Ignore it and just keep going, because this industry ain't going nowhere, right? Yeah. This is the industry that's the cutting edge of everything, whether it be finance, art, culture, AI, whatever it is. Crypto's at the helm in the center of everything. So that's all that matters.
So talk to us a little bit about Decrypt, because the acquisition was, I think it was timed with Art Basel.
Yeah.
Not this year, the one previously. Yeah. Talk to us about that decision and kind of why and how that came about.
Yeah, I was November 2023.
Okay.
Feels like 10 years ago. It's
wait, you're not even, are you 30?
Yeah, just turned 30.
That's insane.
I'm old, man. My knees are hurting.
Look at these companies here.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Just turned 30. It's crazy.
Just turned 30 the week before Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's wild.
Basically, Josh Quittner, founder of Decrypt, Papa Quits. And I'm a big fan of his. He's a big fan of mine. So we met at Camp Decrypt a few years ago, I think 2022 or something. anyways, like, you know, I was always a massive fan of Decrypt. Like, Decrypt to me is the best news site in crypto. And it is.
Yeah.
It's the best, hands down. It was always my favorite media company after my own, right? And then, you know, Josh and I, you know, we grew fond of each other. And then, you know, one day I'm in London, I'm hanging out at Selfridges. Vanessa's like, they try and close on.
That's a nice place to hang out.
Right, Vanessa was trying clothes on in the fucking cabin. I'll never forget, right? I get a call from Josh Quinn. I'm like, what the hell? So I pick up, because it's not like he calls me. He never really called me.
Right.
Calls me, hey, Farokh, you know, we should find a way. You know, I'm a big fan of yours. I really appreciate you, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, me too, man. He's like, hey, we should find a way to, I don't know, like partner or merge. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Merge? 2 days before, I don't think I've ever said on record, I made a joke in a meeting to Locks. I was like, yo, we should like buy Decrypt. Like, as a joke.
That's crazy.
Because I was like, fuck it, we need a big move. We need to do something big. Because Rug Radio is big, but not big enough. And then, you know, Josh calls me, and I'm like, well, when can you be in Montreal? He's like, Friday. I'm like, all right, I'll be there tomorrow. Packed all my shit, went back home to Montreal. Josh Quitner, Mike Craxio, Consensus Mesh, Ryan Bubinski, Ilan, you know, our co-founder at Myriad, Locks. I'm like, everybody pull up to Montreal on Friday. Everybody showed up. We called the Treaty of Montreal. We gave each other 48 hours to make a deal happen.
Wow.
And we said by the end of November, this deal has to be closed. So we merged. It was a merger of equals, and so we became one. And that's how it happened, like literally like that. And then we announced it at Art Basel, Miami.
So cool.
Crazy, right?
What's been like the most exciting part of that collaboration for you?
I mean, Decrypt, it's just seeing that side of journalism in a real media company. It's crazy, because, you know, I come from the creative side,
Right.
You know, this stuff, right?
Yep.
And it's a complete other world,
Yep.
right? We're not journalists, right?
Right.
Well, I'm not a journalist. I would never call myself that.
Yeah.
It's insulting to journalists, right? Honestly,
Same.
because journalists is such a pure
It's a
profession,
profession,
right?
yeah,
you know, the
it's a
mainstream
craft.
media has kind of ruined the name.
Yeah.
But when you see the proper, like, you know, War Room and EIC and everybody run it, like, it's really been cool. And it was a completely new world for us, you know? It took a while to get used to it, but we did it. And it's really a completely different business.
That's awesome. Before we get to Myriad, because there's so much to unpack with Myriad, I want to talk a little bit about choice, because I feel like one of the things that a lot of founders struggle with coming here is like, there's so much choice, right? The needle is like moving towards ordinals and Bitcoin, so there's like all this attention on Bitcoin right now. There's layer 2, there's Base, there's Ethereum layer 1, there's now Luca, you know, dropping abstract chain. Like, how as a founder do you navigate all of these choices, and what made you decide on kind of putting all your eggs in abstract?
I mean, it's tough, right? Like, and it's easy to get pulled into different directions as a founder. Everybody's trying to tell me what to do as well, right? You know the vibe. Like, it's like everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's trying to tell me, you should do this, you should be there, you should do that, right? And on top of that, there's actually a lot of good choices.
Right.
Right? Like, we could have built, let's say, on Sweet.
Yeah.
We could have built on Solana. Could have built on any other L2, because they all approached us, right? And they're good. And they're all good, right? I love a lot of them. Like, they're friends, they're fam, they're partners, they're clients. Like, you know, we work with them. But Luca, for me, you know, he gets it, right? When it comes to building outside of the space, I think we need to stop building for the space.
Yeah.
Dude, like,
We're all sick of each other.
like, at what point are we going to build outside of the space? I was saying this on the stage yesterday. I said, as soon as a token pumps, another one dumps. Why? Because there's not enough people.
Yeah.
Right? And so if we keep building for the space, within the space, then we're all going to eat each other out to zero.
Implode. Yeah.
That's just basic,
Math.
like 101 math. So for me, Luca gets it, you know? And trust me, we were offered a lot of money by a lot of people. But Luca just gets it, man, you know? And I get Luca, he gets me. We're friends, we're homies, you know? And it's just like, it made sense. Like, Myriad on abstract just makes perfect sense.
So awesome. So let's talk Myriad, because this is something that just kind of feels like it came out of nowhere for you guys, but I'm sure there was a lot going on behind the scenes. But like, what is Myriad? Explain it to you know, Idiot's Guide to Myriad.
Yeah.
Why should people be excited?
I mean, Myriad is awesome. And to me, it's like
awesome.
arguably one of the easiest, most frictionless onboarding tools for crypto for people, for normies, right?
I've had a chance to beta test a little. I loved it.
It was easy, right?
It's really easy.
So basically last March, a year ago, we were like, fuck it, why don't we just launch a prediction market model on our platform? Because Decrypt had been, we found old paperwork from Decrypt from 2019 when we merged, that they were exploring prediction markets. And at Rug Radio, we had talked about it, but it was never priority. We kind of like backburnered it. They're like, wait, because media companies are very hard to monetize.
Yeah.
It's very hard to
Especially right now.
Right? Especially right now. A lot of media companies are going to zero.
Yeah.
They're expensive, right? And it's very hard to make money in this game. And prediction markets make sense as a model for business. But on top of that, it makes sense from a media perspective because you have creators, a Rug Radio, what you and I are doing.
Right.
Then you have Decrypt, which is journalism.
Yep.
You consume the news, you read the news, right? You inform yourself, and then you can predict, but you get real-time market sentiment from the people, right? So Polymarket proved that, they said Donald Trump's going to win by a landslide, but the media had Kamala Harris.
Yep.
Polymarket was right. And it's interesting the way that works. So for us now, you can create content, you consume content from your favorite creator, you read the news, and then you're able to predict. So Myriad Markets is just a prediction market platform that allows you to predict outcomes on different events. So like cultural events like the Oscars and the Grammys and I don't know, the Super Bowl, like are Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift gonna kiss on camera at the end of the game, right? Like stuff like that, right? To gamers, esports, like a bunch of different things. It's super cool, right? It allows you to put a bet on what you think is gonna happen, but also ties back to your reputation on chain. So it's all transparent, which is super cool, yeah.
And Lux was saying you guys are about to hit some major numbers.
Yeah, we just hit 100,000 signups.
Wow.
Yeah. And yesterday we launched our first Pengu market, so you can natively bet with Pengu token, and we hit over 1 million Pengu tokens. That was yesterday, so it's probably way more now. It's probably 2 million.
Wild. All right, since we've got probably like 3 minutes now.
Yeah, you're good.
We have to talk about Donald Trump. First of all, how the heck did that come about? Like, how did you get that exclusive? Fly to Mar-a-Lago. There was a crazy security thing that happened when you were there. Like, this is like, I want the BTS from the horse's mouth. Yeah,
I mean, it was nuts. Like, obviously, I got connected to his team because they were looking for someone to produce the Twitter Spaces. And, they come to Rug Radio, right? Because that's what we do. And I was like, yo, I'll host the thing if you want. They're like, okay, let's do it. And so I flew out to Mar-a-Lago. And then that same day, I was going through the Secret Service screening. I was about to get patted and everything. There was a second assassination attempt at the golf course, at the Trump National, right? The golf course. And then anyways, then we had to go back and they were like, hey, apparently Donald Trump was like, no, we're doing an interview. And so, yeah, we did it. Like, it was nuts, man. Like, just, it's actually crazy that we were the only people that got the crypto interview for Donald Trump.
The right guy came close by yelling a question.
Yeah, I saw that. That was funny.
I was like, not quite. I was thinking like some of the big interviews I've done in my time, I've been like super nervous, right? But you're talking to like a former and incumbent president.
It was
like, were you
I was
nervous?
Freaking out, bro. I was so stressed. Even Sims, Sims obviously.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, I've never seen you stressed in my life.
I mean, it's a huge deal.
Huge. I mean, it was.
Whatever your politics, it's like
it doesn't even matter what people think.
It's a huge deal.
That's the thing. Left, right, wherever you are, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're interviewing the most polarizing, influential, powerful person on the planet.
Yeah.
On the planet. There's nobody above him right now.
Yeah.
And at the time, and on the next day of the second assassination attempt, and that was the first interview after that. So the interview was being live broadcasted to CNBC, like all the CNN, Fox.
I didn't know that.
Live.
That's crazy.
I found out 2 minutes before going on.
Oh my God.
And I was like, oh my God. I was stressing out, but it's fun. He's a good man. He was very nice to me, and he made me feel very comfortable.
What was the planning like for that? What did it look like? I know you had some outfits prepared.
Yeah, I tried every suit I had on. I went with a nice little double-breasted. It was a lot of planning. I went alone.
Yeah.
I didn't bring anyone with me. I was just like so stressed out. I had to focus. Like I was just like, there was a lot of prep. Also with people helping me like prepare my questions, this, that. Like it was a lot of prep. That's why I was stressed. Honestly, I hate prepping. I just like to go in and do my thing,
Yeah.
But it was different. But it was a lot of screenings to go through. Secret Service, Department of Homeland Security, and then his team.
I hope you took BTS like behind the scenes footage because that'd be really
Yeah,
cool
we
to
have.
see.
We have a
That'd
lot.
be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so last question. Where do you go next from interviewing the president? Like, who's on your list? I know you've
I would love to do Elon.
Yeah.
I mean, I would did Brian Johnson, Mark Cuban, Tony Fadell.
Nice.
I'd love to do Elon.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool. I want to do more presidents.
I got to connect. Elon, make it happen.
Come on, Elon.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I want to do Elon, but I also want to do like Nayib Bukele,
Nice.
the president of El Salvador.
Nice.
I want to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
I wanted to do a show that's like between presidents because I'm the president of my company. And it's like just presidents. But that's tough
Just
to
you
me.
and Keith Grossman.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
He's on in a couple of weeks. All right, I'm getting the
That's
call.
awesome.
It's getting wrapped, but Farokh, awesome.
Thank you very much,
Thank you for
Rachel.
your leadership
Appreciate
in
you.
this space.
Thanks for tuning in to The Good News Is. If you're excited about what's next, make sure to follow the show and visit goodnewsstudio.io for more stories, guests, and ways to stay connected. Until next time, stay curious.